been a big drop in the rate of inflation, although it's less than many analysts had predicted. Last month's cut in VAT had a big impact. Well, Richard Scott's here with the details. Richard.
Thanks, Kate. Well, we now have falling prices in many areas. The annual rate of inflation was 3.1% in December, well down from 4.1% in November. It does mean that overall prices are still rising, but the rate of increase is coming down fast. So, what's been falling the most? Well, first, clothes. They're down by nearly 11% over the last year, with heavy falls recently thanks to the cut in VAT and big sales in the shops. And then there's petrol and diesel. Prices there are down by more than 11% over the past year. And if you're looking for a second-hand car to put that fuel in, good news. Prices for second-hand cars have dropped by 13.5% over the year. But of course, overall prices are still higher than a year ago, which means some things have gone up. One family whose fortunes we've been tracking is the Norrises from Peterhead. They've noticed it's now cheaper to fill up the car and the family has more money left at the end of the month. But other things they still find expensive.
Some things are coming down now. The big one that isn't is the energy prices. The electricity is still very high and there doesn't seem to be any sign that that's going to come down anytime soon.
Overall, food is also more expensive. Prices are more than 10% higher than a year ago. As inflation drops, though, many families will see the lower prices as good news. But that depends how long the falls go on for.
Prices falling temporarily are no problem. In fact, it's welcome because that raises households' purchasing power. If you've got a situation where prices continue to fall over a very long period, that is very difficult for the authorities to deal with, and it really discourages spending in the short to medium term as well.
That's because with falling prices, people can simply decide to wait until goods are cheaper before buying them. And falling prices, or deflation, means companies get less money for their products. Now, if that happens for long enough, businesses might have no choice but to cut wages. And if that happens, people would find it harder to pay their debts. Long-term deflation is something the authorities will want to avoid. Kate.
Thanks, Richard. Well, also this morning, shares in Britain's banks have taken another pummelling. The pound has fallen sharply. Let's speak to our chief economics correspondent, Hugh Pym. We'll just return to that VAT cut, then it has had an influence